Combustion engine. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Danny, back as usual. And it's an exciting day. Today is May 17th, 2025. Shout out to my sister. It is her birthday. I don't know how old she is. I forget. Why is there a spider in my car? That's not in my car. That's outside my car. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I'm excited. It's going to be a great day. It's already hot outside. But today, we are headed to the Tesla dealership. Why? Well, this video gives it away, obviously. But I am going to be driving, for 1 hour, a Tesla Cybertruck. Now, I'm a tech guy, as you guys very well know. But if there's one thing I have not done, it's driven a Tesla. I've never driven it. I've sat in a Tesla. I have never driven a Tesla, ever. So what better way for my first experience in a Tesla, driving one, being a Cybertruck. The controversial, you either love it or you hate it, but you can't deny it. Its presence is there. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. So you may have remembered a couple years ago when they first started coming out. I first saw a Cybertruck at the Tesla dealership. Is that what they called them? I don't know. It's owned by Tesla, obviously. Me and my mom were driving by. I just left the doctor's office, saw them, hated them immediately, without question. I was like, that thing is hideous. But they've been out for a couple years now, and the thing has grown on me. It has really grown on me, and I don't even think they're ugly anymore. I just think they're unique. Again, whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny its presence. So, and I know people get really weird when watching Tesla videos on YouTube. Shout out to my friend David. He got a new Model 3 this year, and he's had a bunch of people unsubscribe. Not a bunch, but he's had a few people unsubscribe and say, how can you support a Nazi car? Blah, blah, blah. And they keep throwing around the word Nazi. Do you want to talk about a Nazi brand? An actual Nazi brand? It's on my arm. Mercedes-Benz. Look it up. VW. If you drive VW, look it up. You'll be surprised. Now, Elon did his cringy Asperger's salute when Donald Trump won, which I thought was weird, and I think most of us thought was weird. But you have to remember, the dude's on some sort of spectrum. He's a billionaire, obviously, but let's be real, he's not the brightest bulb in the box, if I can be honest. But if you can separate the CEO from the brand, the Tesla brand is unmatched. It really is. I have been watching videos on the Dodge Charger EV, and that pile of junk is failing. The people that are buying them are having issues and having to go back to the dealership 3, 4, 5 times. And the same can be said with the Cybertruck when it first came out, but that stuff has been ironed out for the most part. This has a few things that they have to fix, It's not a perfect car. There is no perfect car. Well, Mercedes-Benz is pretty close, not gonna lie. But the point is, the Charger EV, not selling well, but the ones that are selling are having to have visits to the dealership over and over and over. So, and like I said, granted, the Cybertruck, when it first came out, and even I think recently as late last year, there were some recalls that had to be done, and it is what it is. I do think the Cybertruck was rushed because they were not meeting deadlines. So yes, first there were a ton of problems, but those seem to have been ironed out. And if they haven't, they sure aren't talking about it, so I assume they've been ironed out. It is what it is either way. I'm excited to drive mine today. That rhymed. So, I do want to test drive a Charger EV. I think that might be a little ballsy, but I'm gonna try, if nothing else for video, And speaking of testing out or test driving other vehicles, on Monday I'm going to be test driving the Rivian R1T. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to compare the two. I think the Cybertruck looks better. I think it looks more unique. And something I shared with David last night, and he agreed, not a fan of Rivian's headlights. Very Fisher pricey, and I will say that in the video. But I do want to check out the rest of the truck. There's a Charger EV over there at Dodge. It's been sitting there for 3 weeks. People don't want them. It is what it is. So yeah, shout out to you, David. I know you are hyped for this video. I'm hyped to make it. Shout out to you, Alfred. I told him I would shout him out when I called him last night, letting him know I have a test drive scheduled for the day for the Cybertruck. Like, shout out to my friends, Mark, Logan, Colin, Chelsea, all you guys. You all are pumped in our friend chat. We have a friend chat on because we have each other's phone numbers. And obviously David's in that as well. Shout out to all you guys. I'm excited. I'm just very excited. So if I'm all over the place explaining, it is what it is. I know it's not mine. I know I'm not going home with it. I'm going home with this heap of garbage, this Chevy Cruze. It's not a heap of garbage. It's just I pay this car off next year, and I cannot wait. But my next new car, I've already made it clear it's going to be an EV, and it's likely going to be a Tesla of some kind. So I would, if I had it my way, obviously I'd want the Cybertruck out of all of them. But realistically, I could see myself in a Model Y, you know. So maybe Model 3, but I would prefer a Model Y. I like the SUV. But hey, honestly, 3 or Y, it all plugs in at the end of the day. There's a Model Y right there. So yeah, I'm just very excited. I can't believe that I can do a test drive for an hour. That's crazy to me. This dude, I see why you got a bumper flapping in the wind, because you do not look before you drive. He almost slammed into this car. So if you had told me a month ago I would have been unemployed and test driving a Tesla Cybertruck on a Saturday, I'd have been like, nah, dude, that didn't even sound real. And that's really all I have to say with my intro. I got a bunch. I have my backpack with me that's got 3 cameras in it. Well, 2, because I have one right here, obviously I'm using the film with. But I'm armed with 3 cameras total. So we're going to get plenty of footage in this hour that I have. This one little window I have to test drive the Cybertruck. Now, I can't vlog going into Tesla because they'll know I have cameras. And I really don't want them to know I'm just really doing this for video, you know. And obviously to experience it, of course. But let's be real, at the end of the day, there's a reason why I bought my cameras. There's a reason why I brought them. Make a video for YouTube, make content, make money, you know, so I'm excited. Look at all these Cybertrucks. Now, when I pulled in, and here's another guy, there's a ton of protesters outside this facility, specifically, probably because it's the only one in Kansas City. But they're like, don't buy fascist cars, Elon's a Nazi, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe the amount of unemployed people here today. And I'm one of them, but I'm not out there protesting. Like, what? What are you doing with your life? I'm about to flip around and show you guys. I don't even know where to park. Oh yeah, there's a new Model Y light bar. You can tell it's because it's got the light bar up front. Right there. Yeah, I'm not sure where to park my peasant car. So, maybe just up front? I don't know. Yeah, they're all over there. So many protesters. It's wild to me. I'm just gonna park right here, since I am here for a test drive after all, and not to protest. I can't believe people, dude. All right, let's go inside. Guys, I'm in a Cybertruck. This thing is huge. It's massive. I got some footage. There's plenty of protesters out here, people who hate Elon or whatever. And I'm just like, really? You're gonna spend your unemployed life, somebody's unemployed. You're gonna spend your unemployed life protesting against a billionaire who doesn't know you exist? Cool. I mean, that's just how I see it. I think it's stupid, and I think it's a waste of time. Because nothing's going to change, whether you like it or not. And I don't like everything that's going on either. I don't think he needs to be in our business, personally, in government, but he is. And what am I going to do? I'm just one person, just one guy. You know what I mean? I forgot the mount. A lot of good this is going to do if I forget the mount. I can't believe I forgot the mount at Tesla. So, I guess, so much for POV. I can't believe I forgot the mount. I need the mount. I can't mount. The downside to DJI, right here. I can't mount because I need the thingy, and it's back in the car, and I've already left. I'm not going back to dealership for another hour. So, it is what it is. I am going to get some POV regardless. Guys. Oh, it's so cool. I love the steering wheel. It's so nice. So, yeah, I don't have a mount. I'll just hold the camera as I drive. Carefully, of course. But yeah, there's the back. It smells so nice in here. You've got your hazards up there. This screen does all kinds of stuff. My phone is the key. I'm going to enjoy the Cybertruck. Let's get into the better neighborhood. I'm not in Leawood. Leawood is down the street. But I do need to take this off the dash. So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you guys the protesters because why not? They're just wasting their time, but let's show them anyway. So I got used to regen braking within 5 minutes. Like, I'm not even thinking about the brake pedal at all. So, you guys want to see the funniest thing ever? Watch this. Let me get over to the next lane. And I'm already used to not having stocks like that. It feels natural. And it knows when I'm in the next lane, which is cool. So they have signs over here that say, these protesters have signs that say, honk if Elon is a Nazi and honk if Elon's a fascist. We're going to honk in the Cybertruck because it's the ultimate troll. Why not? Honk if Elon's a fascist. Honk, honk in the Cybertruck. Okay. Oh, wow. We got more people than they did 10 minutes ago. What the heck? They're multiplying. Yes. Yes, honk if Elon's a fascist. Dorks. That was funny. All right. Yeah, to Leawood to actually have fun with the truck. So, there's a screen. You got the front. You can hit open. It's open, right? So let's, yeah. That's so cool. All right. Oh, I gotta unbuckle because we gotta look at this in real time. All right, and so I think I just tapped this. Yep. Door opens right up, no problem. I'm telling you, this is one of the best videos I'm making in 2025 for real. Also, this Tesla Cybertruck is filthy. They didn't clean it. That's okay. But yeah, here's the front. It's a Cybertruck. It's not very big, but hey, it is what it is. Here's the windshield, washer fluid, reservoir. To close it, you can probably close it with the app, but I'm just gonna close it by doing that. I can't believe I'm driving one of these right now. This is crazy. So, lots of room on the inside. Oh wait, it's this one. There we go. Look at this. Look at all that space. Isn't that something? Here's the screen in the back as well. I love this thing. So, who knows? Maybe someday I can have one. If you need to open the tonneau cover, it lights up. Very cool. Look at that. That's smooth. That is so smooth. And then this does the gate. Oh, this is so cool. Guys, I think this might be my favorite Tesla. I'm not gonna lie. First one I've ever driven, and probably my favorite, not gonna lie. So does this go back up now? No. Okay, so you push it back up. And just ease this right back. Like that. Right back in, and when you're done using the bed, you want to cover it back up, hit down, covers right back down. Now that makes the rearview mirror useless, but that's okay because you have a camera back here anyway, so who cares, right? so cool. Man. So we're not done yet, of course. I'm just getting started. I still have plenty of time left. But what a cool vehicle. I'm in love. I really am. All right, so we'll get back in here. Climb back in. You can adjust the ride height, which is pretty cool. So, in fact, let's go high. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely gone up. In fact, I'll show you. 17 inches, I believe. Yeah. It's definitely sitting higher. That's crazy. Why does it feel like I'm dreaming? It feels like I'm dreaming, for real. All right. Now it's definitely harder to get back in. I'm going to make the ride height low. Because this is how I would drive it. Would be the low ride height. Okay, I can feel it rocking. Okay. So now when you get out, a lot easier to get. That's weird what inches do. Size matters. That's a joke. Yeah, you can see it's much lower now. So, very nice. Bro, I can't recommend it enough. If you got a Tesla service center in your area and you have a good driving record, take this on a demo drive. You get an hour to play with it for free. No questions asked. It's so cool. Okay, and then you can change the lights. So I'm gonna turn on accent lights. And I'm gonna switch them to Tiffany blue, right? Cool. Now how do I make them bright? Oh, there it is. There it is. It's kind of hard to see in the day. You can kind of see it back there, I guess, a little bit better, but yeah. They're glowing Tiffany blue. Love it. Change the seats, change the dome lights, update software. I'm not gonna do all that because it's not mine. Yeah, yeah, this is very nice, of course. So you just hit that to go back. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna drive it some more, and I can't believe I forgot the freaking mount for the POV driving. So you're just gonna see. I'm gonna set the camera here, and you can just watch me drive while it's facing me, I guess. So okay. Safety first, chat. Safety first. Yeah, definitely wish I hadn't forgotten my mount because it's sitting too low on the dash, in my opinion. But that's okay. All right, we're gonna put it in. Oh, I will show you this. Look at this. All right, to put it in drive, you put your foot on the brake. Swipe up, it's now in drive. Tap it to go back to park. If you want to back up, swipe down. Simple as that. It's so nice. Tap. All right, and now I'm going to swipe up because I'm going to go forward. Okay, there you go. All right. Here's to hoping I don't get bombarded by those protesters when I pull back in. I'm dwelling. I'm done. It's fun. It's fine. Dude, region braking is no joke. You don't need, I mean, obviously you need the brake pedal. You always need the brake pedal. But when it comes to driving this thing, you really only need it to change gears from parking to reverse or parking to drive. And I think I'm sure there's neutral. Yeah, there's neutral here. So I got 54% battery life. That's plenty for the hour I'm going to have it. And I'm in Leawood now, so I definitely fit the status in terms of driving something expensive in this area, because this is where ultra wealthy people are. And let's not forget, the Cybertruck is not exactly cheap. So, but people have been staring, definitely, for the 20 or so minutes I've been driving it. It's so cool. I definitely want to get on it, but obviously not through residential neighborhood. So we will drive through this residential neighborhood, and then when I'm in a more open area, I will get on it for a second, you know. I will say with the grippy dash, it's holding the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro pretty well so far. So definitely like that. I brought the Pocket 3. I don't think I'm going to need the Pocket 3. I think I brought one too many cameras. I've only been using the Sony and the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Such a long name for a camera. This is by far the coolest Tesla out of all of them. And that's saying a lot because I actually love the Model X and the S. The Cybertruck beats both of those, just in looks alone. But it is incredibly comfortable to drive. I can't believe how much room there is in this vehicle. You know? Oh, they're building a new house. They must have knocked the old one down or something. I love the yoke steering wheel. It's small. And I actually love that a lot. It makes, with that and the cable turning or whatever, when the front tires and back tires both turn, makes turning a breeze. Absolute breeze in this thing. People stare. People stare at you in this. They really do. And that's fine. I like the attention. You all know that. I definitely stick out in traffic among all these other normal cars. This one definitely is, definitely out there, So, oh man. Oh, it's a dream to drive. It is so comfortable. I can't believe how comfortable it is to drive a Tesla. And this is probably not just the Cybertruck. It's probably all Teslas. Are they really this easy to drive? It's almost like it didn't drive for me, but it feels like it definitely helps. Now, if they asked me if I wanted to use full self-driving, I said no. I think on the next demo I do, which might be the Model X, here in a couple weeks, I may do the FSD option. But this time I was like, nah, I don't want to do all that. So, I also like that it knows where every car is on the screen, and it knows when the lights are red and green and all that. So that's cool. So I think what we're gonna do is go up here. Okay. And then once we get not this light, but the next light, I'm gonna punch it. But you know what? No, I'll punch it here. No, I'll punch it there. I'm gonna punch it one of these lights. Next light. Okay. Model Y. And then another Model Y. They're both white. That's funny. Because I want to kind of get out of the way of the public to do this. Oh wait, no, that's a Model S. I'm tripping. It knows every car shape, every car. This blows my mind. The intelligence here is crazy. And again, you're talking to somebody who doesn't even own a Tesla. I've sat in one time. I never drove one until now. Oh, I like it's got a green indicator. That's cool. Come on, dude. It's not letting me through. Stop looking at my truck. I'm over here reaching for a stock. I'm just so used to there being a stock. I'm definitely going to make sure there's no cop around. All right, here we go. Woo! I'm gonna go crazy because it's 35 miles per hour. It definitely sucks you back though. That's crazy, dude. All right, I'll do a second one. Hold on. Yo. Oh, I don't get my license taken because I would definitely get my license taken doing almost triple the speed limit. So, well, double. Imagine getting your license taken while during a test drive. That'd be horrible. And yeah, it gets down. All right, that's all I'm going to do with that because I'm not trying to get in trouble here, raise any red flags, any of that stuff. So, yeah, loving this thing. Crazy fun to drive. And yeah, I'm hereby in love. I really am. What a house. That's a nice house. Again, nice neighborhood. Leewood, you know, yeah. I see my brother ahead. He's way ahead. You probably can't see him. There's a Cybertruck up there, that way. We're gonna get behind him. Brother? Hello, brother. There he is. See him? Maybe? Oh, light turned red. Dang it. He owns his. That's the difference. I love this thing. They don't give these away, obviously. Honestly, it is a dream to own a Cybertruck for me now. Before it was kind of like a nice idea. But I've been with this thing for 30 minutes, right? And within the 30 minutes, this is the most fun I've ever had driving, ever. I'm not just saying that. Like, I actually mean that. I've driven Ferraris. I've driven Maseratis. I've done reviews on I did a review on a Maserati years ago on this channel. Check it out. It's linked maybe at the end card. I don't know. If not, just search for it on my channel. I've obviously reviewed my Cruise. I reviewed the Honda Civic hatchback years ago. But this beats everything I've ever driven. It really does. The get up and go is insane on this vehicle. Not gonna lie, the controversy is hilarious and also insane on this vehicle. People are so upset over a polygon-shaped truck, you know? And it's because of its CEO, you know, Elon. Elon is definitely not perfect. He's not my favorite CEO by any means. My favorite CEO is Steve Jobs, and he's dead. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't even know if I have a favorite CEO now that I think about it. Because I wouldn't say Tim is my favorite. He's good. I'm glad he's, you know, running Apple. But he's not Steve, and I'm very biased. So, but I am thankful that he's running Apple. So there's that. He's running them for the most part in a good direction. Their software could use some actual updates, but you know, that's beside the point. But back to what I was saying, I am in love. And I, again, will say, if you can drive a Cybertruck, if you can test drive a Cybertruck, please do. This thing is fun. It's fun. And you get to do it for free, which is insane to me. So, the cabin is so quiet as well. It's so incredibly quiet. It's crazy that there's no vents, like no visible vents. But I can feel air, so. What a machine. An absolute machine. I want one, guys, so bad. So, and maybe someday I'll have one, I don't know. Maybe they'll come out with a more affordable option, because I think right now these are like either 60 or 80, I forget. I think 60, but I could be wrong. Once again, looking for the stock. I'm like, most of the time, I remember that there's buttons, but then sometimes when I'm not thinking about it, I'm like, oh, where's the stock at? You know, so. It's cool seeing the cars behind me. Like, I don't have rear view cameras. I don't have cameras in my car at all. So to me, that's like new as well. But seeing like all the information, like the map of where I'm at in Kansas and the cars going by, it knows the shapes of the cars, the shapes. It doesn't know the shapes of these cars, but it knows the shape of the car behind me because it can see with the camera. So. But the fact that it can actively draw the shapes of cars as they go by is insane to me. Absolutely insane. Very cool. Yep, this thing gets a lot of attention. As it should. It commands attention. Because of the shape alone. So, I love the little, it's green ding it makes. I think that's so cool. Light turns green, it goes ding, like you can go. So, I'm very excited for the Rivian on Monday. Probably not going to be nearly as excited as I was for this, not going to lie. Because the Rivian R1T is a nice truck. It's more a traditional truck, except for the headlights. And I think it does a little bit better in range. I almost said fuel range, but that doesn't exist. There's no fuel in this thing, or that one. But I'm still excited, just not nearly as excited. But I will be obviously bringing my cameras and doing a full video like I did with this one. But wow, what a vehicle. What a vehicle. The regen braking is so nice. It's so nice. Incredible. Well, I can't wait to edit all this footage either. Like, this is probably my video of the year. Not gonna lie, this is likely the video of the year for me on this channel. Unless something more wild happens. You know, wow. I'm thankful that I've got 5,000 subscribers that will now see this. And hopefully I can gain more of a following. Who knows? And I'm sure I'll get less of a following as well, because people, you either love Tesla or you hate Tesla. And there are some people who can't even stand a single video. Ask David. They can't even stand a single video about Tesla. And they write a nasty comment and then unsubscribe. And then I'm expecting that. It's probably going to happen. And it is what it is, honestly. I'm doing what I like to do. And if that is driving a controversial vehicle, then that's driving a controversial vehicle. And I don't own it, obviously, so there won't be too many videos like this, but I definitely am going to strive for one day. So, very excited. Oh my goodness. You know what's funny is after I got fired 3 weeks ago, I applied at this Tesla that I actually picked this up at. They went with somebody else, but my application is on file. So if they put 2 and 2 together, seeing that Daniel Minnick applied and Daniel Minnick test drove a Cybertruck, they're like, and that's okay. I would love for that to be the case. So hopefully somebody does put that 2 and 2 together. You know? Who knows? So, but you know what this reminds me of, the Cybertruck? You guys remember the Chevy Lumina van? My dad had one when I was a kid. It had 8 pillars, just like the Cybertruck has 8 pillars. And the 8 pillars do create somewhat of a blind spot, but nothing crazy. So, no biggie on that. Like, I feel so comfortable driving this. You should have saw when I first started driving. I was like, whoa, when I was in the parking lot of Tesla still. But now being in here for 40 minutes, like, it's no big deal. It's just another day in a very, very nice and well-built car, now that it's had the kinks worked out, you know. So I would be comfortable buying one of these at this point, because it's been out almost 2 years now, and it seems completely solid. It really does. And I absolutely do love it. So it is time for me to head back to the dealership, so I'm going to do just that. And that'll be that. Man, what a quick hour. What a quick hour. What a fun hour. But very quick. So, if I don't have any more clips after this, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. More to come. Stay tuned, as usual. I will be streaming tonight. Likely Doom, maybe Valorant. I don't know. I almost said Valorant. But, of course, when you see this video... Actually, when you see this video, it's going out the same day. This is May 17th. I'm actually going to go home immediately after this. I'm going to get some lunch. And then go home and edit. And so it'll be out by this evening at the latest. And I'm very excited for that. For sure. Where am I at? Am I at 119th yet? This is 124th. Okay. But anyway, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. I never say that, but I should probably say it more. And subscribe, obviously, if you want to see more content from me. If you've not already subscribed, I do appreciate it. Every little bit helps. And leave a comment below. Do you like the Cybertruck? Do you hate it? Can you at least be civil? Or will you call me a Nazi? Remember, the real Nazi company back in Nazi days was Mercedes-Benz. So, I'm not a Nazi, obviously. I'm just saying, people are like, oh, the Cybertruck's a Nazi. Tesla's a Nazi company. No, real Nazi companies, VW and Mercedes-Benz. Just saying. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. More to come. Stay tuned. See you in the next one. Time to take my baby back. It's not mine, but I wish it was. All right, until then, peace. So cool. I'm sorry for all the Tesla employees that have to deal with this truck. So stupid. I bet she drives a VW.